Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. This is Yamajit, and thank you so very much for joining me for our Friday Puja and Satsang. Tonight is part 55 of our 64 Yogini series, and tonight we're honoring Vayuvega Yogini. I'd like to start out with a couple of announcements. So first, this coming Tuesday at 7 p.m. will be our Tuesday satsang, the next installment of Kali for Everyone, and we'll be honoring Gauri Kali Yogini. And then next Friday, also at 7 p.m., will be our monthly Cho practice, and I'll be sharing with you a Cho guided meditation to Vajra Yogini. So a couple of upcoming events. Again, welcome and namaste. Those of you who are tuning in right now, please feel free to say hello using the chat function on the bottom of your screen. And I'd like to say namaste to Joyosa, who's joining right now. So Vayuvega Yogini is both a tantric goddess and yogini associated with the element of Vayu, which is air, and the swift, dynamic focus of prana, prana being the life force. She is counted among the yoginis in certain Shakta and Kaula traditions, especially within the wider worship of the 64 yoginis, such as the Chausati yogini. The image on our altar is of Vayuvega at the Chausati or 64 yogini temple in Hirapur in the Indian state of Orissa. To break down her name, Vayu means air, wind, or vital breath. Vega means speed, force, or momentum. Vayuvega therefore means she who moves with the air of wind, or swift current of pranic power. She represents therefore rapid movement of consciousness, sudden spiritual awakening, the stirring of kundalini through prana or life force, and also the energies known as the Vayus that run within the energy channels of the bodies, the nadis, which are very similar to the acupuncture meridians. She's also associated with mental agility and intuitive flashes. She governs transformation through motion. Unlike earthbound stability, her power is dynamic and invisible and yet forceful. In yogini temples, such as the one in Hirapur, the yoginis, of course, are depicted individually with unique attributes, and Vayuvega is traditionally visualized in a swift moving posture, sometimes with flowing garments, sometimes holding a banner, noose, or wind symbol, and surrounded by swirling air currents. When we look at the Hirapur image, it is stone relief carving. Much of it has been broken away, so we're not sure what object she's holding. She has the face of a horse, and her mount is a yak. And I'll say a little bit about that particular symbolism. Namaste to Kim. Thank you for joining me this evening. So in terms of the face of the horse, and this is a modern artist's rendition of Vayuvega showing this, the horse in Hinduism is associated with loyalty, with respect, with great power and swiftness, and also the life force or prana. And then the yak symbolizes both purity and divine powers. In subtle body practice, Vayuvega relates to pranavayu. This is the life force that is found and moves around the chest region. Also, the regulation of breath, the movement of energy between chakras, and the movement when still meditation suddenly becomes expansive awareness. She is the Shakti, or feminine force, behind sudden insight, inner wind during mantra practice, and the subtle sound carried by the breath. And we're going to be doing a little breath meditation this evening. To say more about the elemental power of air, or Vayu, in Tantra, Vayu in Tantra is associated with movement, communication, exchange, and invisible force. Vayuvega therefore symbolizes the kinetic aspect of consciousness, awareness not as still witness, but as moving intelligence. So she's the force behind the transition between thoughts, the leap from mantra into silence during meditation, and the energetic surge that happens during awakening. In this sense, she's not the breath itself, she is the momentum within the breath. On a psychological level, Vayuvega reflects sudden clarity, disruption of stagnant patterns, the breaking of mental rigidity, and non-linear insight. She dissolves heaviness. Where earth binds, she liberates. She is the tantric archetype behind breakthroughs. In Yogini mandalas, or yantras, spiritual diagrams, air corresponds to the northwest direction. Also transitional spaces, and that place between the stability of earth and the dissolution associated with the ether element. Thus, Vayuvega is the threshold force. She moves the practitioner from structured practice into spontaneous awarenesses. Vayuvega is the subtle current that makes mantra effective. Without her, sound is only sound. With her, sound becomes awakening. So during Kundalini rising, there's often a sensation of inner wind and sudden shifts in breath rhythm and spontaneous kriyas, spontaneous movements, the body suddenly moving spontaneously during certain times in meditation, maybe a quivering motion, for example. And these are all expressions of Vayuvega. She is the storm that takes place before illumination. Om Vayuvega Namaha. Om Vayuvega Namaha. Om Vayuvega Namaha. That's just one of her mantras. We're going to be working with 3 different Vayuvega mantras tonight. The first one is Yam, Yam, Yam. And this is the Bij mantra, or seed mantra, for the heart chakra and also the chest region. It's the seed sound of the air element as well. And then for our Puja mantra will be AUM Yam Vayuvegayai Namaha. AUM Yam Vayuvegayai Namaha. AUM Yam Vayuvegayai Namaha. And this invokes Vayuvega as the controller of prana and subtle wind currents. And then there's a tantric style invocational mantra for Vayuvega. Om Yam Hrim Vayuvegyai Namaha. 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 And you're going to be invited to chant these 3 mantras along with me during tonight's practice. And these will also be included during our guided meditation tonight. With the mantra I just recited, Yam, again, is the air element. Hrim is the Mahashakti Bija, or seed mantra. It really is the power of the Divine Mother in all of her forms and all of her functions. And then Swaha means offering into inner fire. And that's why we're going to use this mantra as we give our fire offerings this evening. Swaha is sometimes also translated to mean I am one with the divine. So Jema Vayuvega. Jema Vayuvega. Jema Vayuvega. So we're going to begin with our guided meditation and then move into our puja and our fire offerings. So I invite you to sit comfortably. Find that comfortable position. You can be on your mat, maybe on a cushion with a cushion under your hips. You could also be in a straight back chair with your feet placed firmly on the floor. Your hands resting on your knees or in your lap. And close your eyes. And let's start just by breathing naturally. And just focusing on the natural breath. And as you breathe out, letting go of the cares and the concerns of the day. Those anxieties surrounding things that have happened or things that need to happen. Breathing in deeper and deeper relaxation. A sense of peacefulness and security. And focusing your breath and your attention upon your heart center. And thinking about some issue within your life that is ready for healing or resolution. Maybe something where you could truly use some flashes of insight or some divine wisdom. And take a moment to ask for the Divine Mother's help and guidance in the resolution of that issue, in the healing of that issue. And if you'd silently like to make a declaration of intention, a personal sankalpa for tonight's work, you're certainly welcome to do that at this time. Just silently expressing that intention as a short sentence 3 times. And then slowly bringing the palms of your hands together at your heart center. Let's begin our practice by chanting the seed syllable Yam 3 times, especially focusing on your chest area and your heart region. Deep breath. Yam. Another deep breath. Ya. And a third deep breath. Ya. Inhale and exhale, letting your hands rest comfortably on your knees, keeping your back straight. And let's begin with some slow breathing. Inhaling for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for a moment. And exhaling to 6 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And continuing this for the next few breaths. And as you breathe in and as you breathe out, whispering inwardly, AUM Vayuvegayai Namaha. AUM Vayuvegyai Namaha. AUM Vayuvegyai Namaha. AUM Vayuvegyai Namaha. AUM Vayuvegyai Namaha. And feeling the breath becoming smooth and spacious, like the air in your room surrounding you. And bring your awareness to the chest area, especially your heart center. And notice the rise and the fall of the breath, the subtle coolness of the inhalation, and the warmth of the exhalation. And begin to imagine a soft current of luminous air moving inside of your chest. Not chaotic, but flowing, intelligent, and alive. And with each inhale, this wind brightens. And with each exhale, it clears the heaviness. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Brightness, clarity, the removal of heaviness. Maybe your body moves subtly with each inhalation and exhalation. And now as you inhale and exhale, I invite you to chant mentally, Yam, 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 Yam. Inhaling Yam, exhaling Yam, inhaling Yam, exhaling Yam. And as you mentally chant that Bij mantra for air, feel lightness increasing. And as you breathe, I invite you to visualize a vast and open sky within your heart. And from that sky emerges the radiant Yogini, Vayuvega. Her form made of shimmering wind light. Flowing garments, moving in unseen currents. Calm yet powerful presence. Eyes clear like the horizon. And she is movement without restlessness. AUM Yam Vayuvegayai Namaha. 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 And as you breathe, sense subtle energy moving upward along your spine. And notice any tingling or expansions. And allow your thoughts to move like clouds. And don't resist any of this. For Ma Vayuvega teaches movements. and that movement is not disturbance. Movement is life. And just simply take a moment and observe the breath. Inhaling, exhaling. And notice the tiny pauses, the pause between the inhale and the exhale. The tiny pause between the exhale and the inhale. And in those pauses, feel stillness and silence. And recognize that the wind moves, but the sky does not. And that you are both. And allow yourself to just simply rest in that awareness. And visualize the luminous wind expanding outward, forming a protective sphere around you. And within that sphere, feel lightness. Feel mental clarity and subtle inner spaciousness. And feel gratitude to those three things. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Vayurupina Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Vayurupina Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Vayurupina Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. To that power that exists in the universe as air. Reverence to her. Reverence to her. Reverence to her. Reverence. 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 So I invite you now to take a deep and clearing breath. Letting go of the meditation. And taking a second deep and clearing breath. Becoming aware again of your body and its surroundings. And then take a third deep and clearing breath. And slowly open your eyes, looking upon your screen with a relaxed gaze. Observing our puja and our fire ceremony. And if you feel comfortable joining us in our mantras. Om Yam Vayuvegayai Namaha. 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 Om Yam Vayuvegyai 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 Namaha. Om Kapuragodam Karunavataram Samsarasaram Bhujagendra Haram Sada Santam Hridayada Vinde Bivam Bivani Saitam Namami Devi Prapanote Hare Prasida Prasida Matara Jagata Kilasya Prasida Vishvesvada Pe Vishvam Tvamishora Devi Chachara Charasya Om Agni Jyotir Jyotiagnir Swaha. Agni Jyotir Jyotiagnir Swaha. Agni Jyotir Jyotiagnir Swaha. So as we give our fire offerings, I invite you to chant along with me. Om Yam Hrim Vayuvegyai Swaha. And if you would rather, you're also welcome to meditate quietly and just feel the power of the mantra. And either way, let the mantra guide your consciousness to where it needs to be at this time. Om Yam Hrim Vayuvegyai Swaha. 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 Om Yam Hrim Vayuvegayai 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 Swaha. Om Yam Hrim Vayuvegyai Swaha. invite you to meditate upon the fire as you feel the force of Vayuvega and her mantra moving through your body, moving through your mind, moving through your spirit, blowing away the hindrances and the blockages and the uncertainties and the worries. Feeling lighter, feeling clearer, feel mental heaviness being reduced. And an increase in the awareness of your breath. And the flow of prana or life force through your being. And welcome the occasional intuitive flash that may come to you as you meditate upon the fire. And may you shift from effortful meditation to effortless awareness. And feel that force of the wind and the breath fanning our flames, burning away those things that no longer work in our lives, and bringing transformed energies to us in the form of heat and in the form of light. AUM Yam Hrim Vayuvega Swaha. AUM Yam Hrim Vayuvegyai Swaha. AUM Yam Hrim Vayuvegyai Swaha. AUM Yam Hrim Vayuvegyai Swaha. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Sat Om. Jai Ganesha. Jai Guru. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Ma Devi. Jai Ma Kali. Jai Ma Vayuvega. Jai Ma Vayuvega. Jai Ma Vayuvega Devi Namaha. So I invite you now to bring the palms of your hands together at your heart center. Giving thanks to that divine mother presence within yourself, knowing she is always there, guiding you, teaching you, healing you. And give gratitude to yourself for taking part in our practice this evening. Knowing you can replay the recordings of this broadcast whenever you wish to do this meditation again. And namaste. Blessings always. Thank you so very much for joining me. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Ma, and thank you. Namaste. So I hope you enjoyed our practice this evening. Please take some time for some quiet contemplation before resuming the day or the evening's activities. I'd like to thank everybody who is joining live, and that would include Joyuza, Kim, Ozuera, and Jalapezo. Thank you so much for joining me. And I look forward to you joining me on Tuesday when we honor Gauri Kali Devi. Tuesday, 7 p.m. You're always welcome to join live on YouTube, and you can also come to our temple and join us in person, 1260 South Xavier Street in Denver, Colorado. So again, thank you so very much. Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. Thank you again. Have a wonderful night. Jai Ma. And for those of you who are still there, seem to be having a little difficulty shutting down this broadcast. But thank you for joining me. Jai Ma.